that Lumba, and I don't want to say this, but maybe I have to just say it, that Lumba was like Jesus to me.
The legendary Highlife musician Daddy Lumba, popularly known as Charles Kujofosu, passed away last Saturday, which was a big blow to Ghanaians and many more who are not even in Ghana, many diasporans and people who are not even in Ghana. He had influence all over. Now, in the course of this week, a lot of people, personalities, celebrities, media people, they've all been converging at his premises, at his residence in Accra, around Spintex, to sign the book of condolences. So this video is a compilation of some of the people I spoke to and what they thought of Daddy Lumba. So let's just take a listen. This video actually has no format.
All right, Bullet. First of all, my condolences to you. And I want you to share with us your memories. This has been the question we've been asking everyone, your fondest memories of Daddy.
So actually, like, we never met in person. I mean, I saw him from afar. I grew up listening to his music, and I've been a fan since the age of 10 or so. Yes, I've been a fan. And as a songwriter myself and as an artist, I think he's the greatest to ever do it. Yeah, he's the greatest of all time. And I'm not saying this because he's not around, but then the things that he did, the kind of music that he churned out, the kind of the content of the music. And apart from the music, I mean, he releasing a lot of music that touch lives. One thing that people are not throwing light on is his heart. I mean, I've never seen a star that allow other stars to shine under him. Do you understand? When I say that, I mean, I've never seen a Ghanaian musician bringing out other musicians. I think Lumba is the only one. He brought out Felix Owusu, he brought out Nanaya Maika, Abner Sunkwa, Borax, a lot. He brought out Acheampong, he brought out Apiasewa, Acheampong. It has never happened in the history of Ghana music. They don't do it. The artists don't do it. When they shine alone. So Lumba, I don't know.
Sure. Now, lastly, what is one thing that you think Ghanaian artists could learn from the life of Daddy Lumba? What is one thing about his life that you think, moving forward, Ghanaian artists could learn from his life as a musician?
His humility and his heart. Like, as I said, I think Ghanaian artists should, when they shine, they should be able to bring other artists. They shouldn't shine alone.
Sure.
They should learn that from Lumba. You understand? I know some people are doing it. Circle their tribe, bringing out other artists. Shatter did the Stone also did it. I'm doing it. I'm bringing out other artists as well. So, I mean, we should do it more. Yeah. The new crop of artists should learn that side and do it.
So, you just finished signing the book of condolences, and I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff was running through your mind.
Telling.
What are some of the memories that was running through your mind?
You see, I had my own personal encounter with Daddy Lumba way back when, somewhere around 1998. So you can imagine. I had just started my musical stuff, and I met him at Trust Towers. One of the days I visited my label, my CEO, and he told me Lumba was coming, and how I wanted to meet Lumba. Can imagine. So I waited for him for a very long time. So just when I was about leaving, I bumped into Lumba downstairs. And guess what? I almost fainted.
Really?
I almost fainted. I had to put myself together to be able to talk to him. And once he said, Tic Tac, right? And I said, yes, sir. And then he was like, come on, give me a hug. And then he gave me a big hug. And he was like, I like what you've done, what you've been able to do with your, at that time I just recorded with Aziza and all of that. And I think you'll be a very good candidate. I would like you to do something with me as well. And I said, look, it's an honor. He said, go and bring your passport. Do you have a passport? I said, yes. Said, we're going to go to Germany and we're going to record.
Wow.
And that was one of the nicest things I ever heard, like in the beginning of my career.
Wow.
And so when I went home, I told my whole family, guess what? My family was influenced by Daddy Lumba. Not, I don't want to use is influenced by Daddy Lumba. Daddy Lumba made my home what it is today, musically. I mean, there are a lot of great musical artists, but Daddy Lumba stood out. And I'll tell you for a matter of fact, his death is something that I still don't want to believe, because I mean, even I'm here today, but I still don't want to believe that Lumba is gone. I don't feel like that Lumba is gone, but it is what it is. And if I tell you that Lumba, and I don't want to say this, but maybe I have to just say it, that Lumba was like Jesus to me, you know, musically, and nothing can change that. And so to hear that he's no more is a big blow.
Sure. Now, what is one advice you'd give to creators out there, other musicians out there, on how they could, I mean, when you look at his life, he's one of the longest legendary high life musicians. What is one attribute about him that Ghanaian musicians could learn and make sure that, I mean, they live such a good life that at the end of the day, when they're no more, they get people to also talk about them in such a way?
Well, we have to do a lot as musicians. I per se, I'll try my best to keep his legacy alive. I mean, Daddy Lumba never dies. You know, I think Daddy Lumba is somebody that we cannot. You can't exchange Daddy Lumba for anything. You know, and so we can only keep his legacy alive, and hope that. You know, years to come, everybody will know about Daddy Lumba, just like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and beyond, you know. So musically, he has really inspired so many generations, and that you cannot joke with.
Sure.
And so we are not going to joke with that. It's something we are really going to hold up high, and pray that we can make something better happen with his name. Because I per se, I'm not going to joke with Daddy Lumba's name, and I've never joked with his name. So imagine that now that he's no more to continue, it is our responsibility to make sure that the legacy keeps growing and from generation to generation.
Sure. Before I leave you, your favorite song of Daddy Lumba?
Teresa.
Oh, okay. a line.
Teresa, Obioni, what is Tanan. Make my beats crack out.
Anyways, thank you so much. But any upcoming projects that you have?
Oh, sure. Yes, I'm going to be dropping a new album soon. It's been a while, and I just had a notification from my Spotify that a lot of people miss me and misses me, and I need to drop a song. So even Spotify is saying that. It means that the people. Come back out, it means that the people misses you. So, we're hoping to drop a new album before December, and we're gonna have a leading song coming out to drive the album.
First of all, we want to find out what is that one thing that Daddy Lumba inspired you to do as a musician?
One thing that he taught me was to stay humble no matter how high you go. The lower you, I'll say the higher you go, the lower you have to stay. So that's one thing I'll never forget. Him, like, really.
Oh, Lumba dear. I'm some by me the car can say, never you miss to say, there be a very you could see a for Lydia. Honorable or to birth 8 papa years. Now, catch father
said. He's been in the music industry for almost 4 decades now. And he's a pillar that a lot of musicians look up to. Now, do you think him being that long in the industry, do you think there's a something that inspires you to also being in the industry for that long? I think one of the things I've seen Daddy exhibit is selflessness.
Bible says Philippians chapter 4 verses. What or say and now you be and higher. I didn't mean finance in
he brought up
nti aseda
so many talented
oh my God yes I hear
are
de
icons
me mu bi nya me
for
pe
people song.
e na o ye nti e beda na
This is something that will forever leave your name. Lumba was just a person.
With songs like I know even politically he did a very big song for NPP.
and
Now with a
Jesus
couple of
give you no
musicians that we
limit
have,
him say
when you align with a political party, there tends to be a cancel culture on
prophetic
you.
word that what may
You
we
get
say
it. That's one thing that a lot of people look up to him for. Is that one thing that you say that maybe moving forward you'd want to look at?
As in he getting involved with I think it's an individual something. It worked for him, and that's him. Someone else might do it and it might not turn out as it did for him. So I think it's up to everyone to decide what is best for him.
Sure. Your favorite song of that?
Book of condolence to you. What is the message you have to the
Actually,
family? Like,
I love that song so much. It keeps you pondering over what your purpose in life is. It doesn't matter how high you go, whatever you do.
Ɔse yɛmfiri nhyia na wɔn adi ɔso ɛboro so kora ni adi ɔtwe efiri di ɔtwe ɔkɔ no ɔhaw ne amane nti David sɛ Moses twerɛ ni David wɔn sɛ mɛ mi hu mi na kan sɛ deɛ fie
leave impact to the next generation.
To me, okay. Do we see any upcoming project? I mean, geared towards the legendary Highlife musician Daddy Lumba, because most people have been calling for, a festival or something monumental to remember him. And you being a musician, do you have anything in your coffers where you say that okay, you want to do this tribute, a song or something like that for him?
Well, that's something I've actually thought about. So I think when it's ready, we will all see.
Then now, Kaifa Daddy Lumba.
Deɛ mekae fa Daddy Lumba ho kakra ne sɛ ɛbrɛ bi a mɛkɔ ne radio station hɔ no ɔbɛbusa wɔn sɛ sika sɛn na ɛwɔ hɔ wonkan fa ma maame ne ma me enti na kyerɛ sɛ na me nnwontofo hene na akwa me ampadu wu akyi no Daddy Lumba yɛ makɔ homabɔfoɔ sɛ mɛka na santika sɛ ma ɔno na no ɔbɔ me akohoma enti sɛ esia no a mebehu ne yere no deɛ ɔbɔ me akohoma kɔ no ɔno kora no wafiri mu yi aka me ne ɔbaa ne mienu anɔpa yi atom awerɛhosɛm paa na na mpɛ sɛ mede m'ani ebehu sɛ deɛ ana metete ne mframa mu no ɛyɛ nokorɛ na mebaeɛ no ampa na ɛyɛ nokorɛ ɛsiane sɛ na mewɔ America man mu ɛna mete deɛ ana ɛrekɔ so deɛ mɛka kyerɛ yɛ ne sɛ edu saa bere yi a obiara bɛka deɛ ɔpɛ ɛna deɛ ɔkyekyere wɔ werɛ nso ɔyɛ wo tamfo because ɛyaw a wofa mu ne deɛ ɔno ka no ɛyɛ sononko enti no deɛ mɛka kyerɛ ɔno ane sɛ sɛ ɔwɔ nisuo bi a ɔntwɛn na yɛde ne kunu to dan mu a wasu ama obi ahu sampa ɔdɔ bɛrima no ampa ɛna afei yɛse bɛdɔɔso deɛ abusuafoɔ bɛka bi a wɔmmene deɛ obi abɛyɛ ne bi a ɔmmene na otwadi ampa a ɔhwɛ akunafoɔ no ɔnyae no saa da ɔbɛma asi ne yie aberɛ nyinaa adeɛ baako a mɛhu wɔ Nyankopɔn ho no sɛ ɔnyae mmaa akunafoɔ.
All right, Mommy. So first of all, our condolences to you. We know how close you were with the late Daddy Lumba, but some of your fondest memories with Daddy Lumba.
Yeah, Charles was a great boy. Apart from being very handsome, he was so respectful and very sportive. He was a fast runner, and people loved him. And he was somebody who wasn't, just talking. Before you see Charles making any comment, he talks very little.
Yeah, very
soft spoken, and always with the hands at the back when he wants to talk to you. Or he will either put his hands on your shoulder or around your neck, or he was such a gentleman.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very young, but I've read a lot of stories saying that you were the first person, part of the first people who made sure that brought out the singing talents that he had. Share with us some moments of that.
Right. I was the music madam or the choir madam in the school. And I found Charles in the choir to be a very, he had a sharp voice, and on the spot he could just I don't know whether he writes it before coming, but he can just make music immediately on the spot. So I just took him as the choir prefect. And through him, the Queen Mother of Joabin bought the first choir robes the school had because of Daddy Lumba. Because anytime within the school choir, he formed the Lumba Brothers. And later he added a sister who was the Teresa Bebrese. And anytime we had an invitation, when the school choir had sung, then the Lumba Brothers will also get up and give that special song. Wonderful. Yeah. So Charles was such a good singer, a songwriter. I remember the day we were going to adore the choir robes. They just told me, Mommy, you wait. We are going to just compose a song right away. I don't know whether they had already practiced or not. So just on the spot, one of them started the song. What kind of robes we are going to wear? Then they all, join in the unison. Golden robe. Say, hey, you people, wait. Where did you get this song? Not knowing he had coined that song, and it became the song of the year. I mean, the year for the choir robes. So Charles was so respectful and very intelligent. He was really intelligent and very smart, and children loved him. Anytime he was on the streets of Joabin, you hear children call him Daddy Lumba, hey, and so on and so forth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mommy, I know he was like a son to you. Your favorite song of him? A song that anytime you hear, this is my son.
Yeah. No mami de me craba for it. During the first legend night, we did it for him. I came up stage without his knowledge. It was a surprise. So when I went up and they asked me to say something about him, after that, I sang this song and he just got hold of the mic from me and completed it for me. He knew that this was the song I loved, because I've been helping students. I help a lot of people. And I know that when my time is up, I will just go. Like he has gone. He has done a lot. The time is up and God knows best. So he's gone to rest. But he has gone with this sweet voice. I hope somebody will take it up and continue from where he has left it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ma.
It's my pleasure.
There's been calls for something to remember.
Something?
There's been calls.
Yeah. For something to remember. Either a festival, an annual festival. Do you agree with calls for that?
I mean, something to be put in place to remember that a lot of people are calling for either a festival, either a statue, something monumental to remember the legend. Do you agree with calls for that?
I do agree. First of all, what I would love if the government will agree is to give him a state burial, because he deserved that. Apart from that, for Ghana, when statues are made, we don't take good care of statues. But that's it. But if we can maybe name a school, name something after him that will go out there, that will be the best. A street or a school or something we can always see and will be there always. I don't like statues.
Okay.
Statues, it will fade away, to break away, to chip off, and then it will disfigure whatever you have put there.
Yeah.
So I wish that his name will be put on something for good.
Okay.
Yeah.
A friend and a brother who has departed, somebody very dear to me. He visited me at the Ministry of Education a few times when I was the Minister for Education. Besides, whenever we're doing a family event, whether it's a birthday, you invite him, he will come and grace the occasion. And we had this thing that we used to do when I'll call him to check up on him, and also call me from time to time to check up on me when he had not heard from me. So he will be missed. Missed by Ghanaians and will be missed by me as an individual. And hope By the grace of God, he is in a better place. So I just want to say, may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Sure. There's been a lot of calls to, remember him in a grand way, especially people calling on the government to either do a festival, a monument, or something like that. Do you agree with this?
I'll leave that to the government, but I think he deserves every honor that we can give him as a nation. We have to give him a befitting farewell to a hero, an asset of the nation. Thank you.